Hello guys, I am back from another video and today we're talking about what if Deku had a Yu-Gi-Oh quirk. So in the last video, Deku, after Izuku got out of his, mansion, he started going to, the, UA High School, where he picked his hero name and agency. So, after that, Izuku fought, some villains, being Shigaraki and Konagiri. So, after defeating them pretty easily with his, brand new monster by the name of Asmodeus and his two, tokens by the name of, Asmo and Deus token. So, after bringing, both of them to jail, everything has gone, very swell. But, lurking in the shadows, apparently, well, how do I say it? Well, Dobby became, the brand new successor for One for All. I meant All for One. And also killed the Doctor. So, he now renamed the League of Villains as Society. The Society. So, yeah. So, after that, Izuku basically, got all of the supplies for, the, well, the, training camp. After that, they started going home. But while Izuku was sleeping, Kai and, Eri were helping this guy by the name of Raven. But you can also, learn that, his real name is Mr. Yaoyorozu, aka Momo's father. So, he apparently wants to create a brand new, Millennium Eye group, known as the Neo Millennium Eye. So, yeah, so let's talk about what happens next. So, Izuku's at school basically waiting for everybody because it's the day that's where they're gonna be going to the training camp. So, everybody is basically there as they see the last person, coming up, which is Bakugo. As Bakugo says, alright, I'll be sitting in front, while all of you nerds sit in the back because all of you are damn B-listers. So, everybody looks at Bakugo pretty meanly, including Izuku, as Izuku says, at least I'm not the one that's not going to become a villain in the future. As he says, what did you say, nerd? Izuku says, I'm just saying straight facts. Because you're nothing but a villain to me. You only cares about his money and fame. Makes me sick, Bakugo. As he says, shut up, nerd. So, when Izuku starts sitting in the back with his friends, Todoroki, Ida, Froppy, and also Momo, which Momo sleeping on Izuku's lap. As Todoroki says, so are you both dating? As Izuku says, yeah. As he says, huh, interesting. So, Froppy says, yeah, you look like a really cute couple, Kero. As Ida says, yeah, I have full support of you. Izuku says, oh, thank you guys. So, when they, stop, they see that they're in, like, a cliffside, where Izuku senses something. Something weird. As Izuku hears, the ground shaking, as they start falling to the ground, Izuku says, dang it! As Izuku summons out, Alistair the Invoker, as Izuku says, come forth from the sky, bring forth the light, the darkness, the earth, the fire, the water, and the wind, as they see that they're floating, including Tokuyami. As Tokuyami says, wait, do we have like a floating quirk? As one of them being, Ochako says, no, I didn't even use my quirk. Izuku says, come forth, invoked Elysium. as they see that they're floating on a gigantic brain with a dragon or serpent's head on it. As Izuku says, so, guess we can rest now. As everybody says, whoa, this thing is huge. Izuku says, yeah, that's invoked Elysium. As Bakugo says, damn it, nerd. I'm supposed to be the one that's saving people, not you. Izuku says, at least be happy, Bakugo. At least you won't be splattered to the ground like a goddamn pancake. As Bakugo starts mumbling to himself in the corner. So, when Momo said this, hey, Izuku, why do I see, well, more monsters? As Izuku says, what are you talking about? As they see, well, flying earth dragons start charging at them at full speed. Izuku says, well, I get to have to use this then. So, Izuku summons out, well, Dark Lord Okabach and Dark Lord Nurse Reficule. Wait for a sec. So, Izuku tells Nurse Reficule and Ukabach to basically start punching all of these, or they start, well, protecting all of his classmates from these, well, flying earth dragons. As Izuku tells Invoke Elysium to start moving. So, it starts moving as it starts floating over the goddamn forest. As in the, well, in the camp, basically Pixie Bob, which I think that's her name, I think. Yeah, I think that's her name. As she says, why do I see something huge in the sky? It looks like a dragon, but it has a brain for a body. As I think his name was Tiger, I can't remember, but he says, what in the, as Izuku says, hello. As one of the other, well, pussycats, I can't remember the other one. She says, hello. What the heck is that? Izuku says, hey everybody, let's drop down already. So they start floating down with, well, Ochako's gravity quirk. As Izuku says, hello. As they say, whose quirk is that? As they point at Izuku, Izuku says, yeah, that's me. As Izuku says, invoke Elysium. You should go back into your card. So, invoke Elysium starts twirling around as it disappears into the card. Izuku puts it back into his, well, deck. As, well, one of them, being Tiger, says, what the heck was that quirk? Izuku says, well, my quirk is called Creation, but not as like, well, Momo Yajirozu's creation. It's basically, well, just imagine this. They're able to bring things to life, including drawings. So that's what my quirk is. As they say, what an interesting quirk. So, after that whole talk, they started training, and then it's, well, finally nighttime where they're eating dinner. So, while Izuku's basically, well, in the, well, hot springs, well, well, Kaminari says, hey, we should look at the, well, look at the girls' bath. Izuku says, what are you, some sort of like goddamn stalker? As he says, hey, at least I'm a man. As when he looks up, he sees Kota on top of the wall, as he basically punches right in his face, as it causes him to fall down. As Izuku says, told ya. As Bakugo's basically in the bath saying, I'm going to be better than everybody. Thinking to himself. As Kirishima says, hey Izuku, you look a bit, well, more musclier. Izuku says, yeah, thanks to all of the training I got. As he says, can you at least help me to train, I guess? Because, well, I want to have some more muscles. Izuku says, sure, maybe next time. As he says, hell yeah, bro. So, yeah. So, wait for a second. So, the next day comes up, as it's the day, that's where they're gonna be doing the whole test of courage thing. So, when they see Class 1B basically says hi, including Monoma. Monoma basically tells Izuku to, well, if they want to be friends. Izuku accepted as they become really fast friends after that. So, it's the time of the test of courage thing, where they basically started going inside of well, the forest. So, Izuku was paired up with, well, Izuku was paired up with, well, Momo. As Momo says, hey, Izuku's a bit dark. Izuku says, don't worry. Besides, there won't be like a ghost or something, because ghosts aren't real. As she says, I guess you're right. So, while they're in the forest, they basically smell something weird. It smells like fire. As Izuku sees on top of the trees, Izuku sees blue fire. Or at least what Izuku thinks is, well, purple fire. Izuku says, what the heck? As Momo says, it seems that there's a villain attack. As they see several, well, villains, including one villain with a, well, with a schoolgirl outfit, a, well, with a weird mask on, and also has, well, blonde hair and yellow eyes. As she says, so, you must be Izuku Midoriya. Now, get him, boys. I want you to capture him. After all, we need him. As Momo says, no way! So, she starts creating, well, bombs as it basically explodes in their faces. As Izuku says, let's run. As Momo says, yeah, you're right. So, Izuku summons out Merkaba as Merkaba starts driving them back into the, well, into the camp. As Izuku tells Aizawa that they're being attacked by villains. As Aizawa says, sure, I'll tell, well, everybody in UA immediately. Izuku says, thank God. So, while they're being attacked, apparently Bakugo's being captured right now. But when Izuku came back to, well, the whole forest, everything is almost completely destroyed, except for some villains that are basically attacking some other students. As Izuku thinks in his mind, how am I going to defeat them? There's too many of them. As Izuku thinks in his mind, wait, I remember now. So, Izuku gets his cell phone. Izuku says, hey, Mr. Yayurozu, it's time. As he says, sure. So, when it was a few minutes after, well, that, every single villain starts facing towards Izuku as they say, this will be fun. I can't wait to kill this child. As they see on top of, or at least up in the sky, they see a large airplane. And this large airplane starts opening the doors as they see several people coming out of them. Some of these people have, well, several different types of quirks. Some that are even powerful than, well, All Might Prime. As everybody's looking, including Class 1A and Class 1B, as Dobby's looking over there as he says, what the heck? As he says, who the hell are you people? As they say, we are the Neo-Lemonium Eye. So, you dare touch one of our leaders, or at least the grandson of our leaders. As he says, grandson of whatever, what the heck? As one of them with a, well, crocodile quirk says, now you're gonna pay for what you have done. Now, time for you to pay for your sins, villain. As he starts charging in, using his gigantic mouth to chomp onto, well, Dobby's, well, arm, causing it to, well, fracture the bone. But Dobby starts regrowing his arm pretty easily, as he says, damn it. Alright, let's move out. So all of the villains start going back into the portal. As everybody's looking at these, well, so-called, well, Neo-Lemonium Eye. As Izuku says, so, you must be the Neo-Lemonium Eye, right? As he say, yes. As they start bowing down to Izuku. As they say, we're here to serve you, master. Izuku says, good. As the heroes arrived, as they say, who the heck are you? As they say, we are the Neo Millennium Eye. As, well, Hawks recognizes them as they say, wait, the Neo Millennium Eye? I I thought you were, no, I thought you were just, as they say, yeah, you were a top secret project from UA. Made by the founding, well, or at least one of the founding fathers of, well, the original Millennium Eye, which was Mr. Yayorozu. As, wait for a second, guys. As Momo says, wait, my father? As they say, yes, Miss Yayorozu. As they say, and we also serve another purpose. As they bow down to, well, to Izuku again, as they say, to protect the original founder, well, last relative, or at least grandson. As they say, grandson, as they face towards Izuku, Izuku says, yeah, my grandfather, he is a vigilante. In fact, he was the leader of the first Millennium Eye group. As Bakugo looks as he says, what? As Izuku says, yeah. And that is why I'm becoming a hero, so I can protect everybody. As All Might says, what a worthy clause. And at a worthy cause. As he basically says, so this group is created by Nezu, right? As they say yes, but also by Mr. Yayorozu. As All Might says, so tomorrow, soon, we're going to be, well, taking down the League of Villains. As they basically salute to, well, All Might. All of these soldiers, these young soldiers, like the same age as, like, well, Izuku, 15. As All Might says, so, are you gonna go back to your, well, bunker? As they say, no, we're gonna be staying at, well, Sir Izuku's place. Izuku says, wait, what? As they say, yeah, you have, like, a lot of room. Wait for a sec. You have a lot of space at your, well, mansion, says one of them. Izuku says, fine. So, after that whole, well, fiasco, they started going home. So, yeah. So, I hope you liked the video. Comment and subscribe, and I hope to see you guys next time. Bye-bye!